Welcome, everybody, to the Strive305 Podcast. My name is Tico Casamayor. I'm here with my beautiful and handsome co-host, Irvans Augustin. Say hi, everybody. Say
How are we doing, folks? Good to be here.
Great to be here.
Tico, the host with the most.
Thank you, sir. We have a spectacular guest with us today, Jennifer Gerson from, I'm not going to say from, she'll say it. But before we do, it's incredible information. I'm excited to question you today. I'm going to have a couple of questions for her, if you don't mind, Irvans, and then I'll hand it over to you for their good stuff. But before we get started, Wells Fargo, thank you for their sponsorship of the website. I heard they're re-upping with us again. So yes.
Awesome. Well, that's great news.
And I'm proud to say that my company's checking account all runs through Wells Fargo. So you're welcome, Wells Fargo. Probably the reason they can afford to be our sponsor. Our Mayor Living Cava, thank you once again for having us here, and for Manny Sid, our leader, for having us here. And then, of course, the community news team, Michael Miller and Grant Miller.
Grant Miller here.
Have a new nickname for them. It's the Triple M's.
The Triple M's?
Yes, it's the Media Mogul Millers.
Media Mogul Millers, okay.
Yeah, they're Media Moguls. They don't like saying it, but they are. So thank you to them for having us. And now back to let me see if I get this right, my Dade County Federal Credit Union.
You got all of it.
Yeah, this is spectacular because there's a lot of information and a lot of things I want to learn. I never knew what a credit union was, and I was always confused when I heard credit union. I figure, for credit union, you have to be an Army vet, or you have to be part of this or part of that. Yeah. But she'll explain that in a little bit. Before we do, we have something that's back after 2 weeks absence. I was on vacation, and that's called the Irvans Miami Minute.
Oh. No, just the Miami Minute.
No, it's Irvans Miami Minute, baby. That's true. I had it trademarked and everything.
All right.
Go for it. Give it to us, Irvans.
Welcome to the Miami Minute. Bite-sized insights, history, and a few random Miami facts. Can't believe it's already October, personally, but let's take a quick rewind and look at a few early October moments that helped shape the Magic City. If you ever wondered how Miami streets got their names and design, here's a backup story. On October 6, 1920, the City Council approved the Chiel Plan, which was created and named after the city councilman Josiah Chiel. So there was no urban planning or anything. It's just the councilman decided to do this. And in any case, the plan at the time renamed every street in Miami as centering the system around Miami Avenue and Flagler Street. So that's North Miami now and Flagler Street. And the plan gave us the grid that we still use today. And for those that don't know, Flagler Street divides north and south, and Miami Avenue divides east and west. And more than a century and a half later, it's still keeping the city moving. And while the city's layout was coming together, another change was shaping the way Miami saw the world. On October 1st in 1938, publisher John S. Knight bought the Miami Herald from the founder Frank B. Schutz. Under Knight's leadership, the paper became a major voice of South Florida, shaping much of the politics and opinions that we heard. And there were actually, I think there was 3 major papers back then. So like right now, they only have one. And the community news, of course.
They have 11 newspapers.
Actually,
the major newspaper.
Yeah, they have more. Community news has a higher circulation than the Herald at the moment. Yeah. And speaking of shaping Miami's identity, before freeways and traffic jams, Miami actually moved in a very different rhythm before. It's hard to picture now, but Miami actually was once run on streetcars, which reached most of the neighborhoods. And actually, if you go to the History of Miami Museum, like they can show you the original streetcar schedule. You could get from Collins Avenue and like 70 whatever street
79
to Coconut Grove in less than 15 minutes. Like, can you imagine doing that now? So on October 8, 1940, however, voters granted the Miami Transit Company exclusive bus rights and officially ending the streetcar system that began back in 1906. After decades of hurricanes and depression and a push for the car and the tire companies coming in, railways gave way to rubber, and Miami shifted from tracks to traffic. And that's your Miami Minute. If you have a favorite place, a neighborhood, or a piece of local history or idea you want to cover next, just let us know. And until next time, stay curious, and we'll see you next time. That's your Miami Minute.
I learned something today.
They're actually a lot of fun to hear these things.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, before I keep going, who's the district commissioner in I forgot to look it up. For you, who's your commissioner over there at the credit union? Do you know?
Wait, how many branch locations do you have?
We have 10 branch locations. So which
They cover
Commissioner, then I got to shout out one of the commissioners.
They're like all over the place.
well, Rise serves every district. Yes, the county is in Sweetwater, and it is his name is on the tip of my tongue. J.C. Bermudez.
Is it Bermudez? Okay.
Yes.
So shout out to J.C. Bermudez as a district commissioner for today's guest.
Yeah.
We'll give him the shout out. Instead of all 13 of them, we're going to give some.
We try to cover all the commission districts.
I like it. I like it.
But you said there's 10 locations?
10 locations. Yes.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
We are everywhere from Homestead, and we just opened up our first branch in Broward up in Pembroke Pines. So we cover.
Oh, so not just Miami County.
No, we actually serve Miami-Dade and Broward counties now.
Excellent. Well, they are a partner and resource of the Strive305 initiative, which is a big reason she's here. And they have a tremendous loan called the Rise Loan. You'll talk about that now. But just so everybody understands, she is the director of the Dade County Federal Credit Union. So we didn't bring some random here. This is the director. I know she has another part of that director title. I like director. So she's the
We'll
director.
stick with director.
Director.
That's fine.
So tell me, my question is credit union. What is that versus a banker? If I'm going to go get a loan, why can I go to a credit union just random?
Absolutely. You could come to Dade County Federal Credit Union to get a loan, right? As long as you live, work, worship, or attend school in Miami-Dade or Broward County, you can bank with Dade County Federal Credit Union. I know there's like the stigma that you have to work for the county. We originally were formed by a group of employees in Miami-Dade County, and for a long time, we only served the county. But as we got larger, that expanded to other select employee groups. We call them SEGs for short, and continued our expansion to everybody that lived in Miami-Dade County. And then a couple of years ago, we expanded to Broward County as well.
So you don't even have to live in Miami-Dade County as long as you just worship, you said, or to school?
Live, work, worship, or attend school. And then if you're a member, everyone in your family can become a member, even if they don't fit into any of those categories.
Oh, okay, there you go. Basically, there's no excuse.
Yeah, there's absolutely no excuse because, credit unions have evolved over time. They're not just, in a corner where they can only serve certain people. We could really serve anybody. And you asked what was the benefit? The benefit is you're a member to us. You're not just an account number, right? And you'll pay lower fees on your deposit accounts and lower interest rates on your loans.
Very good. Perfect. So all those people that worship me can get a loan at the credit union.
Wait.
Yes.
Are you a religion?
Wait.
Are you a religion?
Oh, you just mean religion?
You need to be a certified religion.
Forget
We're not talking
that.
about your
My
fans.
worship me.
We don't care about your OnlyFans. They can't go to the Christian.
Oh my God, for the first time ever, somebody shut me up. That's a first. You actually got me. I'm even turning red. All right.
It's turning red.
Yeah, that was good.
Blushing.
I told you I'm ruining.
I didn't think that was
You used to be so professional. All right, sorry.
I blush all the time.
That's it. I'm done. I mention the Strive, the Rise loan, please, and mention the reason why the Rise loan is so much better than a regular loan.
You can tell us about.
I can't talk anymore.
What is the Rise loan?
So the Rise loan is a private-public partnership between the county and the credit union. It was started during the pandemic, thanks to the help of Commissioner Eileen Higgins, which I always have to give a shout out. She is like the mother of the Rise program. And Commissioner Higgins is hosting, and I know Irvans knows this, and I know Tico knows it, because you guys will be doing a podcast from there. But on October 24th is the Elevate Small Business Conference in downtown on Tico's birthday week.
She knows no thing.
Oh, it's my birthday that week too, the 21st. So we need to have like a
I gotta get you.
celebration.
I gotta get you both cupcakes now. Okay, let me write that down.
Yes, good cupcakes. Good cupcakes. So I'll be there early in the morning till late at night. I'm doing a speed coaching session there, and I'm sitting on an Access to Capital panel. But back to the RISE program. So the RISE program supports small businesses in Miami-Dade County. This year alone, we have done over 200 loans. We've lent out over $8 million to our small business ecosystem down here. For a business to qualify to apply for the program, they have to be registered in Sunbiz in Miami-Dade County for at least 2 years. Less than 50 employees, less than $5 million in annual gross sales, and the business owner has to have a credit score of 620 or higher.
Oh, so you
Personal credit score.
Yes, because the loans they're unsecured loans, so they are personally guaranteed by the business owner. And anybody that has a 20% stake or higher in the business has to be included on the application.
Got it. So a lot of the owners need to be 620.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you really focus on small businesses.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. The small businesses, especially in Miami-Dade County, I believe there's over 80% of businesses are small businesses in Miami-Dade County. I think the last figure I saw was 86%. And they're
more than half of those are micro businesses.
Yes.
Like
less than 5 employees.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're supporting businesses and we're helping them, put food on their table and maybe for the 1 or 2 people that work for them.
That's awesome. What is it that you wish people in general knew or small businesses knew when they come to you?
I think the most important thing is for them to be ready to apply, right? The most frequent asked question when people are going to apply is, how long will this take? Well, honestly, it takes as long as it takes them to get us back the information.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, small business owners are great at what they do, right? Like they're great at baking cupcakes or they're great at mowing lawns or building cabinets. Accounting's not necessarily their forte, right? That's why they get a dedicated loan specialist that will hold their hand through the process. And we've even created templates. Like, some of them don't know how to put together a profit and loss. We give them a template for that. The most important thing is to have your tax returns. A lot of people don't even have their tax returns handy. They have to dig for them. But, have your paperwork in order. That would be the best advice.
2 years of tax returns.
2 years of tax returns. To get started, you just need 2 years of tax returns, your driver's license, and one other document that's not coming to my mind. And there was a bug right there.
Like proof of residence type thing, or where they live, or?
Well, that's their driver's license. I'm sorry, the SunBiz.
Okay.
SunBiz.
SunBiz, you
Yeah, it's pretty.
down the line. That's very.
Yeah.
No, we look it up for you.
No, and just like for personal story, I applied for the Rise loan at the beginning of the pandemic when everybody was just shutting down, trying to go. When we had all of our projects shut down, and we weren't really sure what to do. And then the Rise loan was made available, and then we were trying to keep our employees on, but then also not just throw on a whole bunch of other debt. And so we weren't sure what to do. We applied for it, and you guys made it completely simple and transparent. And that was one of the easiest loans we ever applied for. But it was also the simplest to receive and quickest.
Yeah.
And so for any of the small businesses and others out there, you should totally leverage going to them as a partner. And it's been great working with you. I think, we're almost done with it, actually.
Oh, you can apply for another one then.
Possibly.
Rate, because I know the rate is a big thing. You have to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I failed to mention that. The rate is prime minus 1%, which is unheard of. Most, are prime plus, but we do prime minus 1%. Over the past few years, we've seen prime go up exponentially, right? So about a year and a half ago, we have an advisory board. The advisory board met, and I'm like, the monthly payments are getting unaffordable for people. So we need to, because it used to be prime. So we made it prime minus 1% to make it more affordable so that people could afford their loan payments. We don't want to put people in a position where they can't afford their loans that they need to increase their business.
Yeah, it's funny because if you hear they'll say prime plus 1, like if it's a gift.
Right.
And you think, oh my God, prime plus 1.
On top.
Yeah.
Compared to some of the other predatory loans and things out there, it's like there's people out there trying 20, 30, 40%.
It's the prime now because I'm not.
Prime is 7.25%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully to go down another 25 basis points. But thank you for saying what a simple process it was. We have a program where we do testimonial videos with our Rise loan holders that want to do it, and then we take that opportunity to do cross-collaborative posts with their testimonials to drive more business to them as well. And the consistent theme of all of those testimonials is how easy it was to get the loan.
Yeah. And it was real straightforward. And like you said, we had a person that helped us on the phone, and that was it. I'm trying to think of other things to say, but it really was that simple.
No, now I'm something tactical. I can get a loan myself, use it, and then go and do the marketing with you.
Yeah.
And so that alone would justify the payment of my loan,
Right.
because I could use it as a marketing
Yes.
tool.
You totally
I
could.
just have to put the pressure on them to make sure that, and I was, my God, this was the easiest money I ever had. It saved my life. It was wonderful. And then promote the
And the
business.
marketing we gave you afterwards has driven the ability for you to repay the loan and increase your business and scale your
But the
business to
interest
the next
payment of the
level.
loan would be my cost for the marketing, actually. If you want to do the math, okay, my marketing cost is whatever it costs me to pay back this loan.
No, but you bring up a good thing or idea, like in terms of like for small businesses and others, where like I mentioned predatory loans before, but people many times wait until they're in trouble or at the last minute. You could be proactive.
That's another piece of great advice. The worst time to look for a loan is when you need a loan,
Right. Yeah.
because then you're desperate.
Yes.
So if you foresee yourself, coming up with a new contract or a new vendor that you're going to have to supply to, get ready for that, right? Get those loans in order, at least start the process so that you're ready to go when you get that new influx of business.
Yeah. Or consolidate some stuff and get rid of it. Yeah.
We see a lot of that because we'll do that. We'll refinance higher rate loans. We keep talking about predatory loans.
Yeah.
And people are out there paying crazy interest rates on money.
Yeah.
The purpose of the Strive, of us, why we're here, right, is to bring resources like you to the people, but also to promote small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So what it's a great thing that we could do is bring some of her clients that have used the loan, that have benefited from it, promote the resource, and promote that business too.
Absolutely.
So I'm just give you homework. Figure out 5, 6, 7, 8 of your favorite clients that you want to help. Send them to us, and we'll bring them on the show and put them on.
Oh,
We'll
I
talk
would
about the
love
loan.
to.
We'll promote their business. Sorry, that's what we're here to do. Imagine now I get a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
You get to promote her resource and that business, whichever one it is.
You got it.
It'd be fun to do.
It'd be excellent.
We
should
have,
go on the road. We should go to the business.
yes.
This one with going on the road. He's telling me we're going on the road. We're going to practice that. Okay, sis, for anybody hearing this before October 8th, which is in 2 days for us, on Wednesday, October 8th, 11:30 a.m., we're almost full, but I'll say it anyways. Mayor Cava's coming to the Miami Lakes Chamber lunch at Miami Lakes Hotel. We're going to do a Strive305 live podcast. I wasn't going to announce it. I was going to surprise it. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this because I was going to surprise her by putting her as our guest on the Strive305 podcast.
And the
So we'll
Rise
go to-
team will be there
And the Rise team.
to answer any questions about the loan.
We're going to go live for the first time and see how that goes. If we like it, then we'll start going to people. But I want Miami Community News has to go with us because if we do that, Grant won't be around as much. So we got to make it
We'll bring him. We'll bring his little poster of his.
Yeah, it's stand up. It's stand up, and he can join us that way. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, yeah, that's a great idea. I love it.
I would,
Get
yeah.
guest here. We'll go live with your podcast, Irvans, your live idea, and that's a lot of work.
It'd be fun though, because I think like it'd be good to see the businesses and what they're doing.
No, and they love it, and it's really fun. I with the Miami Lakes Business Podcast, we host.
You've done them.
We do. We go to locations, and it's awesome because you get to see what they do. We get a behind the scenes, and if it's a restaurant, let's say, you could literally do it while the restaurant's in action, and everybody's around there looking what's going on there and the lights, and you and I become even more famous. The only concern I have, Jennifer, is because every time when we finish our podcast that we're leaving, that line of women and paparazzi that are outside to see Irvans is annoying. So imagine if we go to locations, we'd have to keep it secret because it's just...
We'll hire some security guys.
That's what I am. His security. I usually have them pushing off the girl.
Favorite hype man.
But I love that idea. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll start again with Wednesday. Let's see how it goes. If we survive,
I'll show
Mayor.
But like our testimonial videos are filmed on location at their business because we are focusing on their business.
Their business, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really good. You get good B-roll.
Unless you're going to their business, they don't really necessarily have time to come here, depending on the type of business that they have.
100%.
The other stressful thing for us is that we're live. So we're going to be there live. Usually when I record, I'm recording. Like I cut, record, chop it up, bring in B-roll. You and I are going to be gangster live at a location, which again, more fun,
I was about to say.
but the stress.
Irvans isn't nervous. I feel
No, I'm the one that gets
from over there.
Yes, because I'm 2 seconds away from getting canceled. Like, who knows the things that come out of my mouth? So I hate this live stuff. You never know what's going to happen.
That's what makes it for good watching.
I have to mention something else in case somebody's noticed, or maybe nobody's noticed, but we've teamed up with what again, you guys know more than I do about the Beacon Council. So I'm going to let you fill me in, but correct me if I'm wrong. The Beacon Council is about business, but they usually have always been about bringing the big business to Miami-Dade County, right?
Right.
Well, they've joined us, or we've joined them, or we're there. We're going to help them with the small business side of stuff. We're going to be their small business arm, because the Strive305 now is partnered with the Beacon Council. And I feel like what we're doing is we're bringing the small business world to them. And then they're doing the big boys, and we're going to be their small business arm and take advantage of all their resources.
Yes, well,
for it.
exactly. And, they have a lot of resources.
Right.
This is going to be a win-win for Strive305.
Right, so that's an announcement that we're making here now. You can see the logo. Actually, if you look at it on the screen over there, it's to where you said, you can see, boom, the Beacon Council. We put it up there for a little while so you guys can see that the partnership is happening. But we'll fix that later. But that's very exciting news.
Yes, it is.
And Mayor put that together. It's still a Miami-Dade County joint. I like to say that because that's what, what's this guy's, what did the guy say? No, the producer, Spike Lee joint.
Oh,
Still a Strive305 joint.
I was wondering, where are you going?
So because his movies, he called them that.
What are we talking about?
Hey, I consider myself the Spike Lee of small business, all right?
Spike Lee is small business.
Tico Casamayor Irvans.
We got to get a hat
Yeah,
with that. Yes.
Glasses.
I can make that happen. All right, very good. So any more questions for her?
I was
Because
curious what other programs and things you guys have.
Good question.
Because you mentioned the Rise, but what other programs do you guys have?
So Dade County Federal is a CDFI, which allows us to apply for grants and create programs for these grants. So we've spoken.
what is CDFI? Remember who you're talking
CDFI is Community Development Financial Institution.
Okay, thank you.
So it means that we focus on the and underbanked populations of the world, more of the lower income and people that really don't feel that they can bank without getting into these predatory situations. So with one of the grants, we had created a payday rescue program. So any guess what the average predatory lender rate is in the state of Florida?
15.
15?
17.
Triple digits.
No. Holy crap, there's no way.
404% is the average interest rate for a predatory lender.
How's that?
Now, another statistic, do you know that there are more... Wait, this is going to blow your mind. This is blow your mind. There are more predatory lenders in the state of Florida than McDonald's.
No.
God. But they actually, it sounds like they're mafia.
Well, yeah, they're not regulated like the banks or credit unions are, and they can charge whatever interest rate. I had someone that got a predatory loan. They needed to borrow $1,000. And let's face it, there are more people than not that are one flat tire away from needing $1,000, right? Mm-hmm. They are paying 782% interest. They were paying back over $8,000 to borrow $1,000.
So even if they paid back the next day, they'd...
Well, that depends on the terms and conditions of each one. I'm not going to get into that.
But it was still like, that's crazy.
Well, but if they had to borrow $1,000, they're not going to be able to pay it back in a day. And that's where they take advantage.
Right. So...
And they figure, whatever, I'll pay little by little. And the other party goes, I give $1,000. I'm going to get back $8,000. If I get it in 2 or 3 years, who cares?
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you become a predatory lender? No, I'm just kidding. I think that's a lot more profit than I made.
That's where the money is. So we have that program, and we also created a home purchasing assistance program, a down payment assistance program. Fortunately, but unfortunately, we've expended all the funds in that. We gave out over $2.2 million in the past year and a half to first-time home buyers buying in low-income designated areas. So, up-and-coming neighborhoods, and it really changed a lot of people's lives. We had one lady in her 60s crying at her closing, saying that she would have never achieved home ownership. Why does that fly like me? Home ownership without this program. So it's very heartwarming to do the things that I get to do. I go to sleep at night knowing that I'm actually helping people.
That's a good.
Helps me sleep better.
That's a good thing.
That's the best feeling ever, right?
Yeah, it is. Truly, it is.
It's your job. Me doing this is not a job. This is volunteer. But that's people ask me why. That's the reason why. There's nothing better than to see somebody you've helped. And sometimes it's by accident. You help them just because they heard you and they did what you said. And then the next thing you know, they're coming and thanking you. I go, but I never even met you. I go, I know, but it's because of what you said that one time, that one girl you brought.
Yep.
So, yeah, I love it. It's terrific. That, of course, and sitting across from Irvans is, that's my pleasure.
I always say only listen to every third word he says.
What? No.
Not just doing it to you. By the way, I think that fly, since he's not here today, he's out and about. That might be Grant Miller's,
Nat?
That he leaves behind when he goes. I'm sorry, Grant. I apologize. All right, very good. Any more questions? Because we're running out of time as usual.
I think like
We're already running out of time?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that's great information. If you want to learn more, definitely come out to see Jennifer live and in person at the Elevate Small Business Conference on 24th and also Miami Lakes on the 8th.
Yeah, this Wednesday coming
Or
up.
go to risemiamidade.com and you'll get all the information you need, or you could fill out the interested form and we'll get it and we'll get back to you within the next business day to let you know if you qualify to apply.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Thanks so much for coming back.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was fun.
Before we go, we forgot one thing. I believe we have some kind of new era, and I wanted to thank our producer over there. And he has the ability, of course, he installed a camera that he can show himself with. Alex, you want to give us that new aerial look we have now?
Oh, we have an aerial?
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, this is like, I feel like I feel like this is like an ESPN or a real news station, you know?
It's like
when you
game day.
Yes, you can go. Does that thing turn? I thought it moved. Yeah, go back and make it move. It's worth going over time. I don't.
Put yourself.
Yeah. It'll fly. Look. Check it out. And it comes to us.
Studio.
Now you can see what it feels like to be in the studio. Oh my God, who's that extremely handsome guy with that? Oh no, it's the other guy without the hat.
The hat.
That's you. All right, I love it. Well, thank you, Alex. That's really cool. Very exciting. You can see they're making big bucks here at Community News. All right, we're good to go, Alex. Whenever you want, you can count us out. Thank you, everybody. Look forward to the next one.
Thank you.
And thank you, boss. Thank you, Jennifer. Always a pleasure. She always forgets who I am when she sees me on the streets, but here she's stuck. She had no choice. She has a little sign on the TV that tells her who I am.